Uganda's current economic problem started with infamous Idi Amin's economic war. He gave Asians 90 days within which to leave the country. This was done in the name of handing the economy to indigenous Ugandans blacks. This was under the pretext that Indians were milking the cow without feeding it. Little did everybody realize that he was creating a big and a long-term technological gap. People with technological know-how and capacity left this country. The explosion of Asians created a diplomatic crisis between Uganda, India, and Great Britain. It highlighted the erratic and eccentric behavior of Idi Amin. So the British and the Americans scaled down the activities in Uganda, while Israelis pulled out of the country altogether. The consequences was for the Ugandan economy to suffer for many years up to today. The Indians and the white people left with their brains and intellectuality. Ugandans had never operated a motor in their industries, let alone knowing where to purchase a motor when it broke down. Even when they later knew where to purchase them, the exporting countries could not trust Ugandan people. With letters of credit, Ugandan people had chased away Indians and were antagonistic about Asians and white people, and therefore not trustworthy. Over 40 years down the road, Uganda has generated only a handful of indigenous black innovators, the creators of wealth. Not even in the near future does Uganda seem to generate indigenous innovators. The result is economic stagnation not matched with population growth, and thus massive unemployment, or better employment, or Keynesian disguised unemployment. By expelling non-blacks, Idi Amin was visualizing a Uganda before Mutesa I invited whites to come here. He took the country back more than 200 years. Uganda was colonized for 63 years by the British. They left behind factories, industries, a good transport network in the form of railways, bus transport, ferry transport, East African Airlines, which later broke into Uganda Airlines and other sister neighboring countries' airlines. They left big tea estates, sugar estates, textile manufacturers, and etc. The explosion is largely forgotten today, except by the Ugandan Asians themselves and their descendants, who have spread across the world. The reason is micro. That is, Uganda people feel that Idi Amin enabled them to enter trade and commerce. The big picture is that no one realized that Asian traded in goods manufactured by themselves and done here in Uganda. Since the economic war of Idi Amin, we see trade and commerce done with goods imported from as far as Kenya, China, and Dubai, etc. To date, Uganda seems not to have a clear analytical appraisal and criticism of the economic war of Idi Amin. Everything bad and atrocities Idi Amin did on Uganda has had a chance to be highlighted over years. However, the economic war of Idi Amin tends to be overlooked. Yet it is one of the many atrocities Idi Amin committed on Uganda. It is not given enough attention, and Uganda economic problems tend to be blamed on each successive Uganda government in power. Idi Amin should be squarely blamed. Once Uganda is clear of the cause of our economic problems, we shall be clear of which economic solutions we need for this country. Although Uganda currently has a sizable middle class as a result of Idi Amin's economic war, it is a trade and commerce middle class, not a manufacturing middle class. All right, without Idi Amin expelling Asians, Uganda would not be in towns, but they have only remained in trading imported commodities and in speculative businesses, not manufacturing. The admiration of the past, instead of visualizing the future, vision for the state. Statements like here and are common here in Africa. Before white people came here, we used to be artisans. We used to make spears and arrows. We used to make backcloth, build huts, etc. African traditional healers coming up instead of continuing with modern scientific healing, worshipping ghosts. The white people forced us as to abandon our culture and our technical development. The truth is African science was abandoned for better methods of being things, which even Africans appreciated by acquiring modern guns, clothes, cars, cement, and now computers and mobile phones.